Thanks for joining us today and welcome back to our Sitka layering system review series. We are looking at today the Sitka Core Lightweight Hoody. This is one of my favorite pieces and one of the foundations of my layering system with Sitka gear here. So I wanted to share my experience, how I've used this and what has worked best in my field testing of this piece along with a bunch of others. So we've been testing all of this gear over the last couple of years and just wanted to share experiences with you so you can help you select what's going to work best and what pieces you're going to need for your kit. As always, really appreciate it if you hit that subscribe button for us and follow us on Facebook and Instagram, and check out our website, backwithpursuit.com. A ton of other gear reviews over there that might interest you, so go check that out. Let's dive into the Sitka Core Lightweight Hoodie review. All right, so the Sitka Core Lightweight Hoodie. Like I mentioned, this is one of my favorite pieces from Sitka. It's just something that always goes with me, almost always anyway, except for late season. We'll get into that a little bit more in a second. But this is a lightweight piece. It's only 6.6 ounces for the size large. The Ascent shirt that we just looked at is 4.7 ounces, so it's a little bit heavier than that, but it is significantly warmer than the Ascent shirt. But this thing also breathes really, really well. I've used this in temperatures ranging from 90 degrees down to a base layer, down into the teens and below that even. So it's been a piece that has gone with me through all seasons, and I've used this pretty much exclusively for 2 years, and this is the piece that's been used as a base layer for 2 years, and it still is in fantastic conditions. I've even used this for 5, 6, 7 days straight without washing it, and just to test out the Polygiene that you do get with this, the odor control, and it is fantastic. In fact, when I was testing this out, I wanted to see how this performed versus some merino wool that I'd been using for years prior to that. And I actually found this Polygiene to work better than merino. For merino, about say day 4, I'd start having a little bit of odor issues. Not so with this stuff. It just kept going strong even to day 5, 6, 7. So really, really impressed with the Polygiene, which you get with this, and any of the base layers, any of the layers that have that, it just adds to the odor control that you can have and that you get with these pieces. So great pieces that way. Now this is made of quick dry comfort stretch polyester. And so it does a great job of, if you do get wet or a little bit sweaty, it dries super quick that way. You do have, this is the hoodie version of this. This also comes in short sleeve, long sleeve crew, quarter zip. So you got a number of configurations with this. I really like the hood just because, especially early season when you're out there, if you're tracking an animal across the open hot hillside, or a lot of times it's just really bright and hot out there. You protect your neck from the sun. I do because I'm a fair complexion. So I pull that hood out and just throw it over, and it doesn't make you overheat or anything. And then you also have, here is a built-in face mask, which I love having that too, especially for archery season. Just pull that over and you have the concealments you need for archery season if you're doing a setup on a bull or whatnot. A couple other features: you have one pocket here in the front, and of course it's not as big as some of the other ones. Say the Ascent shirt has two larger pockets, and it's somewhat small but plenty big for calls and that sort of thing if you want to utilize that. And then your center zipper here is pretty long and deep, so if you really need to vent, then you certainly can do that. And I'll definitely say there's been some times where I've had to do that because it gets pretty warm sometimes in September. So that's really nice that way. Now let's flip this inside out. I'll show you what the inside it looks like. It's that stretch woven fabric, and it's just pretty much all the same that way. It's unlike the Ascent shirt, which has different paneling under the armpits and whatnot. This is all the same. There's no differences as far as there's not multiple types of material that is used, but it is very soft and stretchy, and it's just very, very comfortable to the skin. Really, really have liked that, and they are just really comfortable pieces. As far as fit, this is a size large, and I typically wear a size large, but this fits a little bit tighter than other size larges, even in the Sitka line. And it's meant to do that because it's a base layer, so you are going to be layering over the top of that. Even with that said, if you don't like a more snug fit, and I'll throw it on here in a second for you, but if you don't like that snug fit, you may want to size up to an XL, and I easily could have gone with an XL on this. I didn't, because it's the type of piece that I'm layering over the top of. It just makes layering easier when it's a more snug fit. So it's their performance fit is what Sitka calls that. So keep that in mind on sizing. And again, I'm 5'11", 185. I typically wear a size large t-shirt, and that's what I went with here, and it worked just fine. So I'll throw this on now and show you the fit real quick. All right, so this is throwing on the Sitka Core Lightweight Hoodie shirt. As you can see, fits pretty good for a large, but it is a little bit on the snug side. but again, it's made to be that way. It's their performance fit. Now, as I mentioned, you've got the hood here, which is real nice. I really like this hood. It works really, really well, and you can zip that all the way up there. Now, the other thing that is cool about this is that you can, with this face mask, you can leave it here in front, use it for concealment, or if you don't like that, you can put it back behind you. If you just want it out of the way, you don't ever want to use it, that's fine too, and you're good to go that way. So it works really well. Either way, whether you use it or you don't, it's there for you. One other thing I forgot to mention, you do have the little thumb loops there, so when you are layering, it helps with allowing you to put more layers over the top. So that's the way it fits. This is the type of piece where, for me, like I mentioned earlier, this is something that I've used from early season all the way till late season as a base layer, later season obviously, and as much as an outer layer in early season when it is really warm out. So one of the pieces that's always going with me, I have used and abused this shirt for a lot of time out in the field, and it's none worse for the wear. There's no holes. I haven't gotten anything like that. It's really been a great shirt for me. Really enjoyed it. It's been super durable as well. So that is the Sitka Core Lightweight Hoodie. Next up, we're going to look at the Sitka Core Midweight Hoodie. That is the next piece as far as weight up in the series here, or in the lineup. So we're going to take a look at that and how that fits into the layering system. Thanks for joining us here today. We'll see you next time.